Hey guys, it's Odessa Sam here at Aquaba Academy. In today's video, I am going to be speaking about the way we pronounce words and how there is a correlation with our pronunciation of words and children's encoding ability, their spelling ability. Before we get into that, let's take care of some housekeeping things around here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by and supporting this channel. Please be sure to click that notification bell, subscribe to this channel. Also give this video a thumbs up and let's chit chat down in the comment section. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's get right into what you're here for today. And I decided to make this video simply because I teach and I hear on a daily basis how children pronounce their words, and it trickles over into their spelling ability. So I'm a kindergarten teacher, and oftentimes I do hear my students mispronounce words, and that's common for little children. So some examples, like my students will say, I need instead of I need. So I like to put a lot of emphasis, particularly with younger children, because they're still learning. I like to draw a lot of attention to my mouth, so that way they are noticing the way your mouth is formed for certain sounds. And that is very important. So what I like to do when I hear them say I need something, I will let them know it's an N sound. It's need. So take a look at my mouth. I need, and then finish their sentence for them. And I think once they see the way your mouth is formed, then they know, like, okay, the next time I need to form my mouth like that. And it will take some time for them to get out of it if they've been saying the sound the incorrect way for a few years since they started talking. And it's not an overnight process. They don't just switch back to the new one. So draw attention to the mouth so that way they know the correct placement of their teeth, their tongue, their lips when they're saying these words. So that aside, I also tutor, and when I'm tutoring, I'm noticing the same thing, and that translates into the spelling. When I do dictations, I notice that, and this also too is like the region, the dialect, depending on where you live, that all plays a factor in the way we pronounce words. So I totally get it, but this is just a tip so that way we're all aware of some of the things that we may disregard and how it can affect a child's spelling ability. So as I was saying, when we say our words, we want to make sure that children are pronouncing it correctly and we are not dropping the ending sound of a word or changing the sound. So an example would be the word with, changing the sound. So instead of saying with, making, emphasizing that digraph at the end, sometimes we will hear people say with. So when we say with, remember, children are learning language from the people who are around them. So if they continue to hear us say with, they will in turn learn the word as with instead of with. Now when it's time to spell, they're going based on the sounds that they are hearing. And I'm a big believer, when I'm teaching with my young students, I always refer back to sound it out. What sounds do you hear? And if the child says, well, I heard at the end, what do you think they're going to write? They're likely going to write an F because they heard with, w-it, instead of w-it, with. So that's one tip, making sure that we're not changing the sound. Also make sure that we are not deleting those final sounds from a word, because if we say the words, often deleting the last sound, what happens is when children have to spell, they don't know that there is actually a sound there because they've never heard it. So for example, and I do it, but I know to correct it. I can say, oh, I have nothing. So nothing, like I know the word is nothing. I can hear that digraph, nothing, ing. They don't know that there's an ing And now I have to explicitly teach them that ing is ing. So just being mindful of things like that. When we say the words like important, it's important. That final T, sometimes though that final T is often deleted from the end of words. We just have to be more conscious of the way we pronounce our words, being sure that we are enunciating or pronouncing almost every single sound in the word to ensure that our children are hearing these sounds that are in the word, which will also help them with encoding, which is spelling. Dropping sounds will mean that they will spell the word the incorrect way because they never heard the sound. They can't write what they don't know. And to be honest, this is something I probably would not have even noticed had it not been for me being a teacher, and this is part of my job, my daily. I'm paying attention to the way children read, they decode, how they spell or encode. So that's my little tip for today. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to respond to you. If you have questions about something else and you would like me to create a video for that, I'd be more than happy to. Just leave a comment down below. And that will be all for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.